What's up, Pleasantville? As you know, February is Black History Month, so I'd like to highlight two businesses on Wheeler Avenue. The Gordon Parks Foundation, which celebrates the work of photographer Gordon Parks, and the new Sylvan Learning Center, which is a Black-owned business. It is owned and operated by educator Natalie DiPaolo. I got to sit down with her and talk to her about what she does and how she chose Pleasantville for her location. Check it out. What's up, Pleasantville? We are celebrating Black History Month in this episode, and one of the really cool things that we have in Pleasantville is a Black-owned, woman-owned business, and it's Sylvan Learning Center, and I'm with Natalie DiPaolo, and she's going to tell us a little bit about how she ended up in Pleasantville in the middle of a pandemic. So welcome, Natalie, to What's Up, Pleasantville.
Thank you, Joanna.
Thank you for having us.
No, thank you for asking.
So when did you decide to tell us the story of how you ended up purchasing a Sylvan Learning Center? Was it your dream in your life?
Well, I've always had like the entrepreneur inside of me. But basically, I was a teacher for a number of years, many years, over 20. I taught biology, general science, and kind of wanted to do something for myself and kind of blend that with my passion, which is teaching. And I kind of went on a journey to find a business that would allow me to teach and that would allow me to work with small groups. And I found Sylvan Learning, and it's been great.
That's
and
awesome.
that process happened about 2018. You know, kind of sat back and was like, hey, I think I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to make that jump.
Right, and be your own boss.
And be my own boss.
Yeah, that's really exciting.
Yeah, and help children,
Right.
because that's what it really is all about.
So you ended up moving or finding the space in Pleasantville when you realized that that we actually have a need for something like this.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic happened. So how did that affect your business?
Oh wow, we opened in January of 2020, and then a pandemic happens, and like by March everyone had to close, and it was hard. Yeah. We closed. Luckily, we were able to be online.
Oh, good.
And so we started to teach children online until about June. We came back into center, and a lot of parents at that point, they were so tired of being online. They were happy to come into the center.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But we still just didn't have enough students.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I saw when I came to visit you guys where everybody was masked and you're masked at the door and everyone's still distancing, which is nice that you're keeping it.
We are
Safe. You were telling me about assessing kids and why the one-on-one and why a small group setting is so beneficial for kids.
Yeah, one of the great things that we do here is that we're able to assess students, and that assessment tells us a lot about just that individual student, and you just kind of don't get that when you have a large group. And so every child here is on their own individualized plan, and so we're able to do that, and not many people can say that.
So kids, like, it's not even kids that have a deficit, it's kids that even excel in something. Right?
In fact, we have many kids are here simply for enrichment programs, you know, and they love it. The parents love it because they have the opportunity to advance, and that's what's really nice. Take those extra courses, some students get ready for SATs ahead of time.
Okay. So do you do SAT training as well?
We do. We teach everyone.
Okay.
So we're teaching pre-readers, English, math, SAT, ACT. Occasionally, and I've mentioned this before, we've gotten a parent who said, hey, you know, I'm going back to school and I'm a nursing major and I need some chemistry help. Oh. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we run the gamut.
So adults too. And
adults
like if they were studying for the GRE, I would imagine you probably could help them with that as well.
Correct. We don't get as many, but occasionally we do get a parent who feels a little bit unsure of themselves, and they'll come back and say, hey, you know, I think I'd like to be assessed and get some help. So it's really nice.
Their writing skills or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. How many people do you have on staff?
Right now we have 6 teachers on staff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's quite a bit. I didn't expect you to say that. I was going to be like, oh, it's me and 2 others.
No, it's a process. We do have some people who work online and may only be in center, in fact, maybe 1 day or 2 days out of the week. Okay. So they do have jobs.
Right. So is it mostly in the afternoon that you're open, or?
We are. We actually open, we open 10 in the mornings, but in terms of instruction, we're here when students are out of school. So if they happen to be out of school for a week, we're here from 10 to 2. And if, it's a regular school day, we're here from 3 o'clock on.
So how do you, what are the programs you offer? Like what kind of enrichment,
Oh, we have STEM programs, so that's really nice.
Fun.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the first year and the second year, we actually didn't provide them. And it simply was children would be touching small parts. So let's say we were dealing with like robotics. If children were dealing with small parts, what do? How do we ensure that in fact everyone is safe?
Yes.
So following these safety protocols has been a challenge.
I bet.
It is. But in any case,
It's like, touch the robotic part, wipe it down, pass it over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This year, we do believe that we, in fact, can have maybe a group over here or one student over here work on this piece of the
Right.
robotic program, while the other kid works, in fact, on the other piece.
Got it.
And maybe then we can put that together.
Right.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
But so we also have coding programs. We have a virtual reality program, but again, never really unleashed that simply because we just wanted to be sure.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to make sure that you've got the student body.
The
to
student
do it.
body,
Yeah,
definitely.
The interest.
Yes.
Yeah. So do you plan on opening any more, or this is, you're sorry, it's like when someone has a baby. Are you gonna have another baby?
I'm absolutely positively going to have another baby. Watch out, Pleasantville. We're going to have another.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like that. I
Yeah.
don't see it happening this year, but in the
Yeah.
future, sure.
Yeah, branching out. and
Branching
keeping going.
out.
Okay, so if we're going to cover a little bit of people of color.
Yes.
Who's your mentor? How do you find other women that do you have other women that you are part of a group, or is there?
As especially as a Black woman, finding mentorship. I think that's some of the challenges that we often hear. It just isn't there. It's finding mentorship, finding funding. There's so many issues. I'm part of a great organization, Sylvan, and in fact, I get mentorship, and it could be Black women, it could be white men.
Yeah.
I feel that I'm getting the
You're getting
mentorship
support.
that I do need.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. Awesome. And it
Absolutely.
seems like you have a really supportive husband too.
I do. He's hiding in back.
And brilliant children. You've got it all.
I think so.
It's so very warm and welcoming in here, Pleasantville. It's cozy, it's calm, it's friendly, it's clean, it's bright. It's a nice place to learn. I'm like, what can I learn? I'm ready. Like, let's go. Teach me something.
Please come visit us and get an academic assessment. If you happen to mention that you've seen this, come on down, get a free assessment. Mention this.
Yeah.
Mention PCTV, and we'll give you a
Yay.
free assessment.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having us. Is there
thank you,
anything else that
guys.
you wanted to share with Pleasantville?
As I said to you before, I want to say thank you to Pleasantville because it's been wonderful here. I have to tell you. I mentioned before that why Pleasantville? It's centrally located. I love that. We have students who are coming from Briarcliff Manor and Chappaqua and Armonk, and just a great community here. And I felt the support. So thank you, Pleasantville, and keep sending people.
Yay. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Then we made our way across the street to the Gordon Parks Foundation. But before I show you that, I want to tell you about a fascinating Black woman who had a strong presence in Westchester, in Irvington, Madam C.J. Walker. Check it out. Madam C.J. Walker was an African-American entrepreneur, philanthropist, and political and social activist. She is recorded as the first female self-made millionaire in America. Walker made her fortune by developing and marketing a line of cosmetics and hair care products for Black women through the business she founded, Madam C.J. Walker Manufacturing Company. She became also known for her philanthropy and activism. She made financial donations to numerous organizations and became a patron of the arts. Via Luaro, Walker's lavish estate in Irvington, New York, served as a social gathering place for the African American community. And now Gordon Parks. Check it out. What's up, Pleasantville? Also for Black History Month, I wanted to mention Gordon Parks and the Gordon Parks Foundation that we have here on Wheeler in Pleasantville. And I wanted to say that he was this prolific photographer in the 20th century, one of the greatest. And he used his camera as a weapon against injustice and racism. Gordon Parks, one of the greatest photographers of the 20th century, was a humanitarian with a deep commitment to social justice. He left behind an exceptional body of work that documents American life and culture from the early 1940s to the 2000s. He was also a composer, author, and filmmaker. His images and work consistently explored the social and economic impact of poverty, racism, and other forms of discrimination. Thanks again for watching What's Up Pleasantville, and remember, PCTV is your community voice.